Hello everyone and welcome to Mathematics Folio. So in this video, you will find a question from a previous mathematics competition. The topic is functions and we are going to use the properties of step function and fractional part function to solve it. Let us start solving the question now. The question says that function f of x is sigma k is from 2 to 10 integral part of kx minus k times integral part of x, where integral part of r denotes the greatest integer less than or equals to r. Then how many distinct values f of x assumes for x greater than equals to 0? 4 options, 5 options, in fact, they have provided us. And now we are going to solve it and let's see which option is going to be correct. See, first of all, what we are going to do, we are just going to observe the function carefully. क्या लिखा है function? f of x हमें दिया हुआ है sigma. K is from 2 to 10. यानी कि एक integer है. Indirectly they are saying this. Then we have integral part of kx minus k times integral part of x. And x is a positive quantity or it can also be 0. ठीक है. अभी my next step is going to be, I'm going to rewrite this expression. देखो हम किस तरह लिख सकते हैं इसे. I'm going to write as k is equals to 2 to 10. Integral part of k. x को मैं लिखने जा रही हूँ integral part of x plus fractional part of x. And then we have minus k times integral part of x. See, I have created k integral part of x over here because it was already there in the question. ठीक है, तो हमने इसे यहाँ पर भी create कर लिया. अभी create करने के बाद now what is the next step? You can just separate this term. That means sigma k is from 2 to 10. अभी इसे expand करते हैं, देखते हैं क्या लिखा है. Integral part of k times integer, which itself is an integer, plus k times fractional part of x, minus k times integral part of x, right? अभी क्या करेंगे आप? In the next step, I'm going to just take out this integer of this integral sign, right? ये हमें property GIF या फिर कहिए step function के लिए पता है कि if something is inside the bracket, square bracket, and it is an integer, then you can safely keep it outside the greatest integer sign. That is k times integral part of x plus integral part of k times fractional part of x. I can write it like this, and minus k times integral part of x, right? Now this k times integral part of x got cancelled and now we are left out only with one term. So instead of handling the two terms, now we have to handle only one term over here. ये हमारे पास है function f of x. एक बार तरीके से लिख लेते हैं. f of x turns out to be sigma k is from 2 to 10 integral part of k times fractional part of x. This is what we are getting. If you observe the expression carefully, you will notice that this whole function f of x is actually a periodic function, right? It is a periodic function and it has the period equals to 1. The function का period हमारे पास आ रहा है, that is equals to 1. Now, since the function is periodic with period 1, I will be solving the whole question now only for x belonging to 0 to 1. Why? Because after that, the function is going to repeat its value. So whatever answer you're getting in between 0 to 1, the same answers are going to repeat for rest of the values of x. So let us consider that x belongs to closed interval 0 to 1 open. If you take this interval, then you can rewrite the function f of x as sigma k is from 2 to 10 integral part of kx, because now in this interval fractional part of x can easily be replaced with x. So I have converted my question to this form. Now after converting the question to this form, what is the next step? The next step is obviously I'm going to keep the value of k. So k का value अगर आप यहाँ रखते हैं, the question becomes integral part of 2x plus integral part of 3x plus integral part of 4x. Keep on writing till integral part of 10x. So here is the function f of x, which itself takes integral values. And I just need to find out how many different values f of x can take. We need to consider x between 0 to 1 because after that the function, because it is periodic, it will keep repeating its values. So एक चीज तो clear है कि if I keep x is equals to 0, I am getting f of x as 0. Right? अगर आपने x को 0 लिखा, all the values will turn out to be 0. So f of x का जो value होगा, it is equals to 0 when x is 0. Now I cannot keep x is equals to 1. So just keeping x is equals to 1 minus h. When you keep x is equals to 1 minus h, We know that 2 times 1 minus h will be slightly less than 2. 3 times 1 minus h is slightly less than 3, slightly less than 4, and slightly less than 10. Yani I can say that in that situation, f of 1 minus h will take the value. Slightly less than 2 means integral part 2. Slightly less than 3 means integral part 2. Slightly less than 4 means integral part 3. Keep on writing till 9. That means it will become 45. We know that since x is positive, all these terms will keep on increasing. None of them is going to decrease at any point or any value of x, right? As long as x is positive, they will either stay the same value or will keep on moving in the positive direction. So I can say that जो least value हमने x की रखी वो 0 थी. Maximum value, if I keep 1 minus h, then definitely the value is going to become 45. When you look at these two values, the one thing that is coming to our mind is कि function takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3, and keep on taking the value till 45. That means we feel that the answer turns out to be 46. The function is taking 46 different integral values for the given question. And if you see the option, yes, we do have an option which contains 46. In fact, 45 be the other, right? So 45 and 46, we might get confused and we might take these two options, any one of these two. But now the answer is neither C nor D. What actually is happening? There are certain values. When you look at this whole function, now this is not a continuous function. Definitely it is going to take breaks. The only question is whether it is taking all the integral values between 0 to 45 or it is not, right? So this is what we have to verify. कैसे verify करेंगे? One thing is clear that the function f of x will keep on changing the value. They will keep on changing the value if any one of these terms, integral part of 2x or 3x or integral part of 10x, will become an integer. Like x is equals to 1 by 10. If I take, then x is equals to 1 by 10 per let us see. I'm considering integral part of 10x. In the neighborhood of 1 by 10, if I consider 1 by 10 minus h, integral part of 10x will become 0, right? Because 10 times x means it will be 1 minus a little, or we can say that we are going to subtract a very small quantity from it. Similarly, if you consider 1 by 10 plus h, then 10x is going to be 1 plus 10h. The integral part of 10x is now going to become 1, right? So there is increase of 1 over here when we consider the interval in the neighborhood of 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 per 10x is becoming an integer, and in its neighborhood, integral part of 10x is going to change its value. There will be many values like x is equals to 1 by 5. जो 1 by 5 की बात करोगे, so there are two terms which are going to change its value. Like 10 by x के लिए, if I'm considering, then 1 by 5 minus h. Integral part of 10x will now become, see, 10x will become 2 minus something. 2 minus something means integral part is 2. And similarly, when you are considering 1 by 5 plus h, integral part of 10x will be 2 plus something means integral part is 2. In the previous case, it is going to become 2 minus something means it is going to become 1. So 1 by 5 ke neighborhood mein 10x has jumped a value equals to 1 unit. But at x is equals to 1 by 5, in the neighborhood of 1 by 5, integral part of 5x will also change. If you consider 1 by 5 minus h, then integral part of 5x will be something like 1 minus something. 1 minus something ka integral part is going to become 0. And at the same moment, when we consider 1 by 5 plus h, you will have 5x ka integral part, that is 1 plus something ka integral part equals to 1. Yani in the neighborhood of x is equals to 1 by 5, integral part of 10x is also increasing by 1. Integral part of 5x is also increasing by 1. And because both these terms are present in the function, I will say that because of the presence of integral part of 5x and integral part of 10x, the value of the function f of x will increase by 2. Yani instead of increasing by 1, the overall value increases by 2. So like this, there might be many other values of x at which the function will increase not by 1, but by 2 or might be equals to 3. And that is the reason it might be possible that the function f of x is not taking all, or we can say each and every integral value between 0 and 45. Yeah, but one thing is sure, that function will keep on changing the value whenever there is a point at which any one of these integral part is becoming an integer. ठीक है? तो अब हमें करना क्या है? हमें ये find करना है कि how many different values of x are there for which at least one of the term of f of x will change its value. यानी maybe integral part of 2x का value change होगा, Integral part of 3x change हो रहा है. Integral part of 7x, it might change its value. So I just need to find out all those values, different values of x at which the overall function is going to change its value. So ठीक है, we are going to start with that. First of all, I'll talk about integral part of 2x. All these step function changes their value only when this term, only when the term 2x written inside the integer becomes an integer. So किस पॉइंट की बात करेंगे? जीरो की मैं बात नहीं करूंगी बिकॉज जीरो वी हैव ऑलरेडी सीन कि जीरो पर वैल्यू जीरो आ रही है, राइट? अब हम बात करते हैं जीरो के बाद 1/2, राइट? 2x बिलोंग्स टू क्लोज, जीरो से टू ओपन. सो आई हैव टेकन 2x इज इक्वल्स टू 2x इज इक्वल्स टू 1, यानी x को अगर मैं 1/2 लिखती हूँ तो दिस विल बिकम एन इंटीजर दैट इज 1. ठीक है, आफ्टर दैट आई कैन नॉट राइट 2/2 बिकॉज 1 इज नॉट इंक्लूडेड. वी आर कंसिडरिंग ओनली द इंटरवल क्लोज 0 to 1 open. Similarly, talking about integral part of 3x. So what all values per 3x will become an integer? 1/3, 2/3. Keep on writing. Integral part of 4x के लिए you will get 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. You must have noticed that 1/2 has repeated. Talking about integral part of 5x. It will become an integer at 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, right? Coming to integral part of 6x, this will become 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, and 5/6. Similarly, 7x will become an integer when you keep x is equals to 1/7, 2/7, 3/7, 4/7, 5/7, and 6/7. And 6/7. So these are the points at which 7x will become an integer. हमें इस तरह से 10x तक जाना है. तो I'm now reaching integral part of 8x. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8. Integral part of 9x will become an integer when x is 1/9, 2/9, 3/9, 4/9, 5/9, 6/9. So 6/9 we can write 2/3, 7/9, 8/9. And the last one is integral part of 10x. क्या है integral part of 10x? 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10. अभी 4/10 को I can write 2/5. And similarly 2/10 also I'm going to write as 1/5. 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, 9/10. So these are the points where the function integral part of 10x will keep on changing its value. Now we just need to find out, okay, all these points are fine. You can notice that here we have only one point at which the function is going to change its value. Here we have 2 points. Here we have 3 points, and here we have 9 points. And in total, there are 45 values of x at which the function is going to change its value other than x equals to 0. यानी इस तरीके से हमने जो total 46 काउंट किए थे वो ये 46 points है at which the function will change its value. But if you notice carefully, you will find that there are certain values of x which are repeating. What are the repeating values? Let me show you. Like 1/2 है, तो 1/2 is over here. It is also over here. 1/2 is also over here. 1/2 is over here. 1/2 is also over here. That means 1/2 को you are unnecessarily counting more than one time. When you keep x is equals to 1/2, integral part of 2x, 4x, 6x, 8x, and 10x, they will change its values simultaneously. They will not be counted separately, right? So they will change its value at 1/2. Similarly, 1/3 is also being repeated. See, 1/3 is over here. जो repeated value है वो मैं cut कर रही हूँ. So 1/3, all 1/3 I cancelled like this. Coming to 2/3, so 2/3 is also being repeated. You can see that 2/3 is over here. The repeated value है that only I'm going to cancel. 2/3 will be cancelled. Coming to 1/4, yes, it is being repeated. So I'm just cancelling 1/4. That's it. Coming to 1/2, we have cancelled. 3/4, yes, it is also being repeated. So 3/4 also we are cancelling over here. The repeated values we are removing. Coming to 1/5, yes, we do have repeated value over here. 2/5, 3/5, 4/5. जो repeated value था वो सब मैंने यहाँ से remove कर दिया है. Remove करने के बाद now. Is there any other value? 1 by 6 will not be repeated. 5 by 6 will not be repeated. All these 7, 1 by 7, 2 by 7 will not be repeated. So now let us count how many values are there that we will be getting at which, or we can say that how many different values of x we are getting at which the function will jump. Count karte hain. So we are getting 1 over here, 2, again 2, 4, 2, 6, 4. And after that, next is, and the last one is 4, right? Now we are going to count how many such numbers are there. So you can see that 20, 30, and 31. There are 31 different values of x other than 0 at which the function is going to take a jump. Apart from these 31 values of x, we can count x equals to 0 as well. Combining these two together gives me total 32 values of x will be there at which the function is going to jump. That means function will change its value. Remaining values of x per the function will not be changing its value. It will stay as it is. Any total different values of fx की अगर बात करते हैं, so how many different values of fx we are getting? We can say that there are going to be 32 different values of f of x that we will be getting here. Now let us go back to the options and check what is the answer that we should select here. So you can see that yes, 32 is there in the option and 32 is the correct answer. So see, such a beautiful question. We might get confused. The options are also like this. Okay, they are just pushing you to solve, and after that selecting the wrong option. C option भी provide किया है, D option भी provide किया है. But when you look at the question carefully and you consider all the points, ठीक है ना, integral part function है, तो definitely they are going to keep on changing its value. Integral values वो change करते रहते हैं. Integral part of 10x है 5x, so definitely there are certain values of x at which they will change simultaneously. So because they are changing simultaneously, we just counted different values of x at which each and every term will change. And after that, or we can say that eventually the functional value will change. So finally, we are getting the answer to this beautiful question as 32. Well, I hope you enjoyed this question. So well, if you enjoyed it, then please share it with your friends and family and your fellow aspirants. Please like the video, share it with your friends, share the channel with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye and take care.